I've been the person who's gone on a tour. I've been the person who sat there and thought, where do I want to go? Where's the place I don't know anything about, right? And I've bought the guidebooks, I've read the 4 books on the history of it, and then I've got there and spent most of my time with a map and the books trying to work it all out, which is great if you have all the time in the world. If, on the other hand, you actually have not all the time in the world, what you end up is only seeing a couple of sites and probably not very well and guesstimating quite a bit of it, because that's just the nature of it. Some places are really well signposted, others aren't. And often the stuff that you want to do on a tour, which is to pick under the skin of it, that's the bit that's not signposted, to get the authentic stories. That's the bit you need somebody else to help you with. It's the anecdotal evidence that you can have at a site that brings it to life. Or being able to say, well, just because this looks like this now, if you were to look to the right, that's where the old building was. Or if you were to look to the left, that's the old building. Here's a map and here and point it out. Let me orientate you on the ground. Now, those kinds of things are best done actually by somebody who knows the place probably better than your average tourist. And that's just the very beginning of what a tour guide can do for that kind of thing. Now, the guides we have, these are not the people who wander around the centre of London with their umbrellas in the air saying, follow me, follow me. They are trained specifically for history tours. They've all been trained with me, by me, to look at tours for young people, different types of young people, different types of audiences. Not all young people are the same. They've also had experience themselves doing history tours. And the majority of mine, not all, but the majority of them are ex-servicemen. And what they bring is a very true side to unpicking parts of it, giving an extra understanding, having specialist knowledge, but also just helping to deliver that reality that stops it being a page in history and sometimes a bit exciting into something that actually is very real and touches very real lives. Now, obviously it's not just ex-servicemen who do this, but certainly when it comes to the issues around war, it brings that real strength of understanding. But they're all trained in whichever field they go to try and deliver the human interest. Books, films portray often the big picture, they need to. Teachers in the classroom have an awful lot to pack into often very small lessons. So they have to do a lot of big picture stuff. When you take people out of the classroom, you can begin to put the individual into that big picture stuff, which makes it more real, makes the understanding deeper, and just enables a young person to touch that bit of history through a story rather than be overwhelmed by the enormity of a historical past.